Okay, good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, head trader at TradeView Markets. We're going to log into TradeGATEHub in a second. This one's for Tim. Listen, it's coming to the end of, not only is the end of the quarter, I guess it's the end of the 6 months. It's June 27th, a little after 11 Eastern. I try to get it on at 11. Okay, I'm going to log in right away. Like I said to the diehards in the room, and thank you. I'm going to go right into some stocks because the one thing I will say, and I'm not going to keep saying redundant, go back and forth to go on tangents, is this. Share screen. Okay, submit preferences. This is how I log into TradeGATEHub. Everybody's the same. Every idea. All right. Spies. They gave it a chance to get out this morning. All right. So, hold on a second. As I said before, you go to my room, which is stocks and indices. Pardon. The Monday morning data. You know what? I posted so much data. Yeah, the Monday morning data is data that kind of flows out of, flows out of the week. It's not just like, let's do this, shut it down, and, let's turn the computer on at 9:25 a.m. this morning. It's not that easy. And I've very rarely, and I haven't, I don't think, that found someone that's yet to do that on a consistent basis. And you know what? You could see it in the volumes. A year ago, there were record option volume contracts. We were talking about GAM. We were talking about Wall Street bets. You could see it. Even the stocks that are having news that would have popped another 50 to 30%, this time last year, and it's not really doing it. So if you're looking for the bailouts, the home runs, it's either going to be the biotech sector or I don't see what else could be doing some sort of buyout. Which of course we never take stocks for buyouts. It's never a reason why a buy a stock is for a buyout, but BHC held in there, Lewis, or something binary, if you will, on Ukraine or the economy. So, and I was thinking about Gerard's question, last time, and he really values the levels that we post. Both that I the plan, Coach edifies it the majority of the time. We're not really. Coach and I post a level. We're not really far off. So keep that in mind. All right. So Monday morning be the most important data, and it trickles. It's almost what they call it, dynamic throughout the week. All right. Here's our macro view. Here's some charts to look at. Team. Not only am I showing you the chart for Team, which got upgraded to Goldman Sachs today. This, and I'll go to a chart in a second. Trust me, I wrote it down. Is a gauge of how they're absorbing the news right now. A Goldman Sachs. I'll even point it out here, because you know what, I'm on the subject. An upgrade on Goldman Sachs on Team. That's the 1 minute chart. I did buy it on the dippy do this morning. You know what? If it was up here, whatever you want to call it, in June, would be good for 10%. But now actually the stock is up $1.68. And you know what? It was I knew it that they would sell into the news because the market had a nice run up into it, or the stock had a nice run up into it. I mean, is it a 3rd-day move, Coach? Well, you can call it a 5-day move. 179 to 213. Certainly, no one, you never go broke taking a profit. I actually like it for the long term. I like it, a little bit by our chart here. Gerard did his due diligence, gave me a little bit of an umph to look at it a little more in depth. I took a little position. What, about 400 shares or something? I'd like it to hold over the 200. There it is at the 50-day. It's already above the 8 and the 21-day. It's good for algos. It's good for the tech sector in general. And it's rotating properly at the moment because it is one of the best of breeds, as you will. But you can also go to this other best of breed in rotation, and that's what Exxon and Mobil is doing in that. You can also go to Freeport McMoran in best of breed rotation, if you will. So, the balancing Team has not only been helped by the rotation. It's just it needs a little bit more to go back to Team. Team I like. Like I said, I bought into it. I'm going to be buying it down a little bit. I think the new lows are in. If it makes a new low here, then, all bets are off, as they say. But certainly, I'm not going to be micromanaging this position for the fun. It's always on my main page because I always have best of breeds on my page. And then I have the ancillary ones, in second. Maybe D-Dog is there. All the D-Dogs are, one of the best. Maybe I have, I have Creme there. So Team is the what. Let's look at how Team does today, because that not only is a macro view, how the market's going to absorb a Goldman Sachs upgrade into a nice move up. It's also going to show a lot about the tech sector as well. And, I would like to see it close positive, and that's only one gauge. It's not the judge and the jury, but it is a bellwether, like Gerard asked. That's not the only stock I'm watching today. By the way, I'm also watching Chewy as long as I'm on charts. Now the chart, well, once again, the 50-day for me in terms of swing trading, intermediate trading, I'm not alone, but it doesn't mean I'm always right. Is the 50-day red, white, and blue. 821-day, 50 days is the blue. So once it broke the 50-day, that's when I knew, like if I was that day Chewy blasted off. If I was short this stock after some consolidation with volume right here, as it gapped up and held when it should have pulled back if it was really that poor, that was another one. Wayfair was another one. I actually shorted this morning. I actually had Wayfair short. I can't even do futures breaking. Well, I don't. Okay, so there's a chart on team. Getting back to the routine. What else do we like? SC, love it. How can you not like SC here? All right, if it goes over the 50-day, you know what? For edification on SC or confirmation, as they say, I'm getting too fancy or I'm complicating things. SC I need over the 50-day. I like it over 88. I have a small position. I did pick it in, made a higher low. That's what you want to see, right? What type of pattern is that? A reverse ABC or a reverse, that's a higher low, whatever that is. I like it. I've been looking up charts long enough and I like it. The technical terms change so much, but maybe that's going into a stage 2, whatever it is. I like it. I'm in it. I'm going to add to it. What else did I post here on TGH? Okay, a couple of charts. Boeing was another one. Boeing, DQ, JKS. All right, so let's look at a couple of China names. PDD to know, is down $2 today. Okay, does that mean it's all over? Look at the chart of PDD. Well, you have to expand it a little bit. You know what I mean? It's actually more bullish this way. So PDD, hell of a run. Billy, it looks more than it is. You have to go to Billy. These are new charts, by the way. Billy, all right, so it's held in there. What about the DQ? It's in the energy sector. And that's strong today, isn't it? DQ. I gotta get this default where it goes right to charts. DQ, great point out. You know what? That's it. What about Jax? It's little baby brother. Jax, there it is. Jax Weekly, Jax Daily. Oh, Jax. Jax is good. How about the SOL? I bought it, but remember, I think I bought SOL like 468 or something. I couldn't hold on to it. It was taking up too much time. A bad reason to get out of a trade is I buy some OLPX here. Why do I like OLPX? Everybody do their due diligence. This is the chart on OLPX. Cool company, right sector. I like the chart. It's a little bit of a low floater. Had good volume yesterday, and it probably had a lot of volume into the 50-day, which it needs some rest. I'm starting position. 1531, market down. I like it. It didn't get it went down. It wasn't specific fundamental news. It was brought down like a lot of stocks on sentiment and just market pressure in general. So look into that one. I'm a buyer. What else do I like? I'll get questions in a second. Going back on my word because I said I was going to write it to stocks, and I apologize for being a liar or for not going for the routine. City panic euphoria, S&P future sentiment. What are we now? Down 50, 60 spies, down 60 cents, whatever. Okay, we're in the middle. Stock picking, crude sentiment, stock picking, sector sentiment. A lot of things are still washed out. I'm not going to lie. Oil producers, to no surprise, they're up and they bounce. Dead cat bounce. Technology. Okay, why not? Semiconductors. When are these going to go? Where's our ON semiconductor? It's still hurting me. Where's ON today? It's up $1. Giddy up. So here's ON Semiconductor. 2 days ago, I was not complaining about it. It said it was the one that was down. So it made a move from 49 to 54. How you doing? Where's our Micron? All right, Micron had a nice move, but it's got a base. It's still a bit lower all the moving averages. Micron's got to be in the 60s. Micron's got to be in the 60s. Let's look at another one. LRCX, coach. I gave him the best of breed there. Okay, that came off the weekly on the 200-day. You know what I mean? It's still in the danger zone. It could very easily beat down 10. It could very easily correct. And that semi's not for me right now. I love them trading them too. I really do. All right, basic materials. All right, you want to buy some bulk material down here? With VMC. They make it's also you can go at FCX or something. Bulk materials. Let's look at Dow Chemical. Dow Chemical on sale. Dow Chemical. What am I going to do? They couldn't get enough of it 2 weeks ago at 78. Now again, it's amazing. Weekly Dow Chemical. Now, what about CC? This one was a sneaky one. CC. My God, look at the chart on CC. Oh. It's a cool chemical company. CC, all right. If you like chemicals, 28.80, below 30 on CC. It's a new one. I don't want to give too many, too many stocks. I mean, that's one that I watch. It's not the thickest of ones. Let me go back here. Housing. It's another one. Housing right there. Where is housing? Housing right here. Still oversold in the buy area. But you know what is energy? What's not oversold? Biotechs. Naturally, we took some profits on the XPI. How you doing? Utility. So listen, you want to flush out. You know what I mean? Now deal with like Gerard asked. Do you want low volume or heavy volume? As you know, Friday was skewed because of the OPEX. You want light volume. There's no question about it. And I'm going to go to right now. I'll go to my screen again because I'm still working on it. It's going to take a little bit. Twilo is only down $1.78 after the run. Are you really that upset? Let's look at this. Twilo. Hold on. Even bigger. Let me narrow the chart a little bit. I mean, are you going to complain that Twilo went from 80 to 100 and now it's down? What's Twilo down? $1.78? You can't complain. No, you can't. I mean, if it was down, 10%, I'd say there's something wrong here. But everybody might have got spooked out. It's still a waiting game here. Don't get me wrong. But above the 50-day, it's all in. Oh, Scott, I said lose. I'm sorry, all in. I was watching Let It Ride last night. That's why I said all in. Okay. I gave you conversations the clients are having with Goldman right here. Right here. Doesn't mean they're right or they're wrong, but it's a hell of a frame of reference. Credit default swaps to note surprise. Insiders buy sell ratio. They're buying. They're buying as hedge funds are selling or not buying. Bullish still. It is. NAM exposure. Bullish. Economic calendar. Helene's charts. You want to take a stab in the XME, XBI. I mean, that's why I took a little profit here, but it's self-explanatory. I don't care how thick it's thin the pencil is. It goes, and I'll post levels. It goes above there. Probably 70. What is it? 80? So I'm gonna give you a level. It's right there. It's the bot. Yeah, this is the XBI. What I look at on my charts. All right. Volume. Yes, it is a little overbought, and it's still not over. I mean, if the market was in a bullish mode, and in the 4,000 or 5,000s, it'd be, I could say it in the 80s, no problem. So it needs a little rest. I love the volume that came in. It already did the double low. If something would take more bad news to wash it out and break new low than for good news to break it higher. So I think we're out of the woods yet. As a matter of fact, we are out of the woods. I'm not a seller, and I did take some XBI off. Where was it, low? 77, something like that. It's 76. So Lewis, good hold, by the way. I like how you've been looking at longer time frames. I did top ticket, if you will, but I'll buy it on a dip, and I still have the small percentage of it if they run. I like it though. GLD, hold on. Futures going back positive, bullish. XLV, that was the one I liked the most, the healthcare. And why is healthcare? Let's look at the XLV. What's helping the XLV here? I posted in TradeGATEHub this morning. Take a look. And what was it? Lilly, new highs. Bristol, new highs. Merck, how you doing? Those are the stocks. I mean, Pfizer's, a little bit, as we know, geopolitically involved. There's too much. There's Pfizer. Where's our boy Johnny John? He's got buy-in. This is what they want. I mean, Johnson & Johnson make a move similar on a percentage like Twilo, saying something. I'm not saying buying it here, but I do like the XLV. And it's going to help me even more stay in the XBI a little bit, because when there's smoke, there's fire. And God forbid the technology sector heats up. Anything with tech, including biotech, is going to go up nicely. I like the way that Nutella bounced back, and now it's above the 50-day. I wouldn't short it. CRISPR, they could have crushed it. That was the day right here. They could have, actually both days CRISPR, but right now it's in that pattern. Nutella, I have no problem. CRISPR, I have no problem paying up to 76. But right now, Nutella, they flipped. CRISPR was best. Now Nutella is the best. It's only because that CRISPR had news. And that still has a little bit of hangover, I think, from there. Where's our JD? JD, Gerard like this JD. Needs rest. Okay. We're going to go more to the support numbers here and more macro things. Okay. Mike Santoli posted a couple of things. Go to Helene's charts. This is it. Doesn't mean he's right. Coin downgraded to Goldman Sachs to sell. Coin's down 5. It should be down 5. Not interested. There's coin. It's in the danger zone. If it breaks high, what am I looking at on coin? There's coin. I'll buy it aggressively. It breaks high out of the range or if it breaks low out of the range. In between there, I don't want to be a piker. I don't want to trade between ranges. I don't like the sector. I don't like it prone to news. I just don't. You know what I mean? It's like, why don't I buy hood? You know what I mean? What's hood? If I'm going to buy coin, I'm going to buy hood and go down with everything. But I'm not. All right, so coin downgrades to Goldman Sachs to sell. Let's see that. It's just news related. Let's see if they squeeze it. That means there's a little squeeze in the market. Of course, we always post today's economic calendar, Squawk Box. So there are our posts, our lists. I have some questions, I'm sure. XLV, thank you. Lewis, do your due diligence on OLPX, and I have it. I like it. I'm not alone. Doesn't mean it's right. It's good. I have it. I'm just saying I got it. Doesn't mean like last 11:20. I'll keep this sharp and short again. Futures are resilient, man. They could have crashed them if they crashed them. BHC holds well. That tell I jinxed them. Actually, I'm not superstitious. All right. So this is where I said right here, 3855 big support. All right. Now, this is what I posted this morning. Everybody's got to be a friend. By the way, mystery broker, he's in. He called it last week too. Chewy shares, how you doing? Okay. TQQQ calls were flying. That was what? How long ago was that? 2 hours ago? TQQQ. Let's go to the chat. All right, hold on. Here's our screen on TQQQ. So if you didn't get hurt there, I posted it 2 hours ago. What is that? 9/11, 10/11? So they gave you 27.38. They went to 28. Not going to retire, but there's still calls going off. So now you look at the other megas and see how they do. You know what I mean? It's just a tool. A couple more questions. Hold on. All right. I want to talk about this level here. It was Mike Santoli. Stick with me because it's worth it. All right, here we go, right here. There it is. I just did something. Something just hit. Lewis just put LPX. It's flying. Lewis is in. Lewis is all in. All right, let me show you about this. What Mike Santoli said about the mystery broker. Noted, and I'm going to leave it here. That I said 30, 38. Hold on. Now I know where it is. I can go back. Here it is. 38.55 big support. Mike Santoli, after saying the mystery broker, here's what he said afterwards. All right, so S&P low close 36.66, and that's the intraday low. So what did I say, 36.55? All right, so we may not be exact, but that right now, if we go to the long-term chart, is, you know, that's the higher low, if you will, and here it is. I guess it is. Oh, that's way above. So it's right here. We can take right here. So here we are. Now it's the gap. 2 days up. You know, it looks bullish. Like Coach said, the 4,000 looks bullish. You know why it looks bullish? Why? Because everybody. This is what else it says. First of all, this is today's chart. They were almost breaking. Well, there's the gap today. You might want to think about taking off some here. Boyle, how you doing? Ola PX. JD, PDD still pinned X on. Let's see what that does. Coin, nothing. Square down $1. Tesla, LI. LI, how we doing? Here's the long-term chart, LI. I thought I was going to be prepared to average down. Oops, into LI this morning. There's the chart. I took it off in the morning. I got cute. I don't care if it goes up or down. Whatever, I was early. Next, Amazon, what's it doing? Apple. Platinum is a big resistance moment to level. Good morning, Mike. Art Breath. OLPX. XLV, I did mention. Where's the OLPX? Listen, it's not a runaway, but I like this stock, man. It's at the 50-day. It had that volume. It's down 36 cents. But let's finish there. Everybody's got to go to the YouTube channel and go through the routine. It's Monday. If any day you do it today, because I want to go to what's moving and what the big boys are doing, including Lewis and Gerard. All right, Steam Room. Let me see if it's a new share. Listen, it's Monday, guys. It's only 2 hours into trading. Got a lot to do. Everybody's doing the right thing so far. All right, teamwork makes things better. You're right, Sunrise Trader. Good guy. I'm watching traders get excited up here and buys. I'm not sure what they're seeing. FU, top sectors right now. All right, that's not really bullet. It's rotation. If you see the XOP, the XLE, and the XME sell off commodities, then it's the right rotation. Ericsson bullish, CCL negative, no CRWD, and I don't blame him. See, the Sunrise Trader, 18 minutes ago, he likes CRWD, and you want to know why? Because this is why. He's a smart guy. Boeing. There's the chart on CRWD. It probably pulls back to the yellow, which is the 50-day. I'm in at the CRWD at 170. CRWD, best of breed. Then we go back to the long term. That's what I see there. 50-day 174. I'm in CRWD at best of breed. It's going to waffle between those moving averages. So let's look at the other ones. Let's look at Fortinet, FTNT. Well, I got taken over. Let me talk about the hell's the one? ZS, PNW. I'm sorry, PNW. PNW 500. I want to see it hold the 50-day too. So that's what he sees. He's a smart dude. That Sunrise Trader. If you're not following him, follow him more. Good dude too. Share. 1125. New share. Okay. Let's go to stick to basics. The big flow. Okay. Exxon calls, FXC bearish, SPY bullish, Citibank bullish, Gideon. Small band of call sweeper buying has run dry here. Back to mixed offering flow we're seeing 5 minutes ago. Some short-term buying. All right, listen, moves are made at 11:25 on the morning. You know what I mean? ARC post longest inflow streak over 1 year. I don't know if I like that. VERU, bullish option flow. Hold on a second. Value added to what we do here to show you that I'm conveying the proper data and with integrity. Hold on a second. Well, I don't even know why I'm backing it up or why I wouldn't be. Because the reason is everybody wanted to trust the process and go in with me instead of worrying about things. Here it is. 2 hours ago. VERU. So what does the Jesus feed say? 26 minutes ago. VERU. So I'm trying. Meta calls, taking Amazon weeklies, they're buying. What does weeklies tell me? They're playing for the short term. If they really were buying for the long term, they'd send in bazookas going out to like January. Ericsson, Sabre, CCJ, there's a uranium, Amazon bullish. I might buy Wayfair. A bit rinse. Where's Amazon into the bullish move? Amazon to the bullish move, nothing. I would consider this after the option expiration, which is, as you know, was yesterday, Friday, for this to be a hedging position. Certainly Amazon hasn't done much. There's today's chart. We want to look long term. I'm not going to talk anybody out buying it, but it needs over the 50-day. And I like it. What are you going to do? Go to 110? I don't even like it that much. I'd rather pay up. I like it at 118, and then I add to 121 to 50. That's what I'm doing. What's going up here? Wayfair. I'm going to buy more of this thing. Just 200 because if they're buying Amazon calls, maybe I'll buy 200 shares of Wayfair to dip my toe in. Same area. They know when I think of Wayfair, wasn't Etsy downgraded? This is my thinking. Let's look what Etsy's doing today on the downgrade. So if they're really holding this one down, where's Etsy? Down 344. There's the chart. And here's Etsy on today. All right, so the low, they flushed it at the open, 84 to 79. Now it's 80. The strike price again. It didn't destroy it, but I like to see Etsy bounce a little bit more. It's still above the 8 and the 21 day. Once again, for me, it's a no trade. I'm going to look at it more as a gauge of how the upgrades and downgrades are doing to absorb over, to look at the overall flow of the market, if you will. And I'm going to do the same. Roadblocks at the BHC. Same with I'm going to do with what? Chewy. I'm going to look at the same as, of course, coin. Let's look at the movers now. And we go to TradeGATEHub finally. Right here. Let me go to TradeGATEHub Live. Let's go to stocks. Let's go to new share. Futures, how you doing? Hanging there. All right, so this is what's moving. This is what the top US gainers right now is 1120. The great amenity, this thing, AFib, good volume. Easy PN at a volume in the morning. AXFM, if you could see it. See AXFM? AXSM? Mike V traded value added. It was early in the morning too, I think I posted on this thing. Just saying for you to trust the process, not on. It's not, I've been doing this for 25 years. I don't need any pats on the back. I want anybody here to trust the process. Where was freaking AXFM? Come on, Mikey. Oh, I want to watch where that lemonade is. That lemonade. That was a good trade where that lemonade is. Trust me, I posted AXFM. Oh, where is that lemonade? That lemonade, that LMND doing anything? Because that, that used to be SC, love it. That used to be in the, that SPX came up to a little bit of resistance here. BHC hanging in there. All right, I'm not going to let my ego get the best of me here trying to find something because you're worth more time than me trying to find something. Trust me. AXSM. Here it is. AXSM. That was hours ago. 4 hours ago. AXSM popped labeling for 05. It should be up more. I hope it's not because I took my eye on it. AXSM. You know what? Here it is. It's a bio. Futures pulling back a touch. Well, let's hope it's the right ones like Exxon and XME and XF. Is AXSM. Nothing. Had a little bit of a range. 32 to 35. Actually, it's a decent range. I want to see this hold above today's low or the open low, which is 34. It's a no play for me, but I got to watch it because this thing has multiple day moves, AXSM. But what are you going to do? All right, so we'll leave it, everybody. A little after 11:30. PX, Wayfair. Where's Amazon still? I got to sell this Wayfair. Okay, guys. Anything else? All right, so thank you for joining. Like I said, I'll usually be on after lunch at 11:30 a.m. It's a long week. It's going to be a great week. I'm glad it's a long week. I had a good rest. It was a short week that last week. And let me go back to one thing. And thank you for posting, Gerard, those earnings. Do we have anything that's important after the close to have to keep our eye on? Apologize. What is earnings? Nike after the close. Trip.com. Nike. It's a mover. It'll move my Crocs. So it looks like retailers, Bed Bath & Beyond, General Mills, blah. SGH, it's a ripper. Nova Gold, no interest. Coach will know at Micron on Thursday night. There we go. All right. So it might be some backing and filling and some intraday trading and probably more macro talk, if you will, until later in the week. And just hang in there. Things are going well. There's good communication. All right. So thanks, Freddie, for tuning in. You know what to do from here. Keep watching the XME, the XOP. Keep an eye on the tech stocks, how Twilo's doing, how Amazon calls are going. Apple's up $1 now. What else are we watching? Yeah, how Team does, Hood, Chewy, just coin and Etsy as gauges for how these low floaters and former growth stocks or still growth stocks are acting into fundamental news, which is pretty big upgrades and downgrades into a nice move. And it's important to see how they act. Certainly, if, like I said, if you have Twilo down $1, 102 now, you can't be that disappointed if you're just coming in from the Hamptons at 11:30 on a Monday afternoon. So, let's see what happens after lunch. Watch the VIX, GLD, USO. And you know what? Actually, you guys know what to do in the whole. Stock selection is the least of our concerns going forward, as you guys know. So have a good rest of the morning, wherever you are. Stay tuned. Thank you for the communication.